Good morning, everyone. This is again Satyakant. Welcome to my channel. So, previous video, I had taught you about the complex part. Here is another video for you students. That means this time I will discuss about the concept of ligands. That means this is the most important part in coordination chemistry. That is, ligands are made up of as a single atoms, that means Cl minus, as a group, bromine minus, I minus. Simply, these also made up of some radicals, that is OH minus hydroxide ions, that are made up of similar or dissimilar atoms. One atom or two or more atoms, they may exist as ligands. Before we know about the ligand, that means in the coordination chemistry, the important atoms, that is nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, and then the halogen atoms like chlorine, bromine, chlorine, iodine, these are also called as donor atoms, because nitrogen having 7 number of electrons, then configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, as we know this. That means nitrogen having valency 3, making a triple bond to make a compound. Let us consider ammonia. That means nitrogen bonded with single 3 bonds with the hydrogen. That means there are the 1s2 electron completely stable. It is not used in the chemical bond. Then the second 5 electrons are the valence electrons of group 15 elements. That means the from the 5 electrons, from these 5 electrons, there are the 3 electrons are used as for simple covalent bonding. That means the extra 2 electrons, that is 2s 2 electrons, which used as a lone pair of electrons. That means this lone pair of electron above the nitrogen atom has the is the responsible for it makes as a ligand, because this lone pair of electron completely donated by the nitrogen atom to the central metal atom in the complex. Here metal can attract, donor atom can donates. So there is the formation of coordinate bond. Simply these are called as the ligands. Similarly, oxygen having 6 number of valence shell electrons, there are 3 lone pair of electrons. Due to its valency 2, it makes either 2 single bonds or 1 double bond. Then there are 2 remaining lone pair of electrons. That's why it can form 2 coordinate bond at a time. That means oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, or chlorine, bromine, or iodine, all the halogens, there are exist as the ligands, because they have the capable to donate the lone pair of electrons to the central metal atom. That is the concept of ligand. Clear? Then we have to discuss about the type of ligands. The first one is monodentate ligand. That means mono means single. In case the ligands carries one donor atom, OH minus, Cl minus, ammonia, or water. These compounds are definitely carries a single oxygen atom, nitrogen atom, donor atom oxygen. Here chlorine is the donor atom due to containing lone pair of electrons. Simply these are called as monodentate ligands. Clear? The monodentate ligands contain only one donor atom which can make coordinate bond with the metal atom to form complexes. Simply these are called as monodentate ligands. Clear? Then at number 2, that is polydentate ligands. In the polydentate ligands there are so many type of ligands: bidentate, tridentate, up to in the course that is hexadentate ligands. Here polydentate ligands means, if I write an example, CS2 NH2, here CS2 NH2, this is called as ethylene diamine as the ligand, because this group completely contain two donor atoms, that is two same nitrogen atom containing two lone pair of electrons, total number of 4 electrons. So this group may form two coordinate bonds at a time. That's why there are two donor atoms. Simply this is a bidentate ligand. Whether bidentate ligand is the classification of the polydentate ligand. Clear? Simply this ethylene diamine is known as simply En, small e and small n. In the complex part, the representation of ethylene diamine is this is the shortest form. Whenever you try to solve the IPSC name of the complex compounds, then there should be mentioned in the question, that is En whole 2, En whole 3, En whole 4, etc. Clear? Then after polydentate ligands, there are so many different type of ligands are there. From this, there is a concept of chelating ligands. That is, if I first write an example, here is the central metal atom, copper. There are, let us assume, 4 coordinate bonds. That means this is NH2, CH2, single bond, CH2, NH2. Here again similarly NH2, single bond, CH2. So simple, these are two ethylene diamines at the two corner of the metal atom. That means one ethylene diamine, I have told, formation of tendency to form two coordinate bond. Whether there are two ethylene diamine forming 4 coordinate bond and forming a ring type of structure. This ring type of structure is known as, this is called as chelate complex. That means chelate complex. Chelate means the ring type of structure, complicated structure, complex structure. Then the ligands, this is a bidentate or maybe a polydentate ligand. This the bidentate ligand or the polydentate ligand which are capable to donate electron to the central metal atom by forming a ring type of structure. That is, the ring type of structure is known as chelate complex, and the ligands, the bidentate ligands or polydentate ligands which are the capable to donate electrons are known as chelating ligands, and complete the process is known as chelation. Due to chelation, I have told that three word chelation, chelate complex, and what are the chelating ligands. If we compare a chelate complex with a normal coordination compound, that means the chelate complex is more stable than the normal complex, because due to chelation there is a complicated ring type of structure is formed which is completely unbreakable, and this is known as also chelate effect. Clear? So the chelating ligands are mostly used to measure the hardness of the water, or for the dialysis process, or to purify some colloidal particles. That are the application of the chelate complexes. Then further there is another ligand which is called as ambidentate ligand. That means ambidentate means, what do you mean by ambidentate? If there is an example of NO2, nitrogen contains similarly one lone pair of electrons. That means here nitrogen provides electron to the central metal atom. If we write alternate of it, opponent, that is ONO, similarly NO2 is the same, that ONO, and is ONO here contains oxygen lone pair of electrons, with the oxygen form coordinate bond with the metal atom. That means NO2, ONO, this is the same group. The ligand, that means which contains two donor atoms and one have the capable to donate electrons to the metal atom, and one has the possibility to form coordinate bond with the metal atom. That's why this is called as the ambidentate ligand or ambidentate group. Clear? This means the ligand which have contain two donor atoms, two or more donor atoms, but at least one donor atom can form coordinate bond with the metal atom to form a complex is known as simply ambidentate ligand. Clear? Then the last one example, that is bridging ligand. That means there are some ligands Cl minus, Br minus, OH minus, etc. Completely these are the monodentate ligands. Bridging ligands are the monodentate ligands. That means when chlorine contain 3 lone pair of electrons, that means here chlorine at a time bonded with the 3 metal atoms. That means if here copper, if you write as nickel, if here I write cobalt, that means there are the same monodentate ligand which has the capable to form at a time coordinate bond with 3 different type of metal. That means the 2 metals are bonded with the chlorine, which is the way to reach the copper. That means this is the bridge, and this implies this is the monodentate ligand which has the capable to donate at least 2 or more coordinate bonds, or to form coordinate bonds with the 2 or more metal atoms. That means this tendency to form a bridge between 2 metal atoms. That's why these are called as the bridging ligands. These are the example, 2 or more. If we write for ammonia, that means it is not the bridging ligand because it contains only one lone pair of electrons. Those group or ligands which have contains 2 or more donor atoms, they can act as the bridging ligands. This is all about, I told you about the all type of ligands. Previously I have discussed what is coordination sphere, what is central metal atom, what do you mean by ligands, what are the basic radicals, what are the acid radicals. Then in the next video I will teach you more and more. Thank you for watching.